everyone, today I'm just going to be showing you how I line my baking tins when I'm baking a cake. So it's just a nice quick one today, a few of my little handy tips and hints. So the first thing I use is a really deep cake tin. These ones are 3 inches deep. They are great because it means that you don't have to bake multiple layers. So that just saves on washing up, which is great for me because I do everything the easy way. Less washing up the better. So 3 inches deep they are, and what I do is I use my first little hack is I use the short rolls of baking paper to line the sides. So I line my tins with baking paper rather than butter and flour. It just works better for me because then I really know 100% that I'm not going to miss any spots and my cakes aren't going to get stuck, because that's my worst nightmare. So these are available from cake decorating shops. I got mine from Cakes Around Town or Statewide Food. This particular one is Loyal brand, but there are other ones that you can get, and it means it just saves time on having to cut baking paper to height to line the sides of your tin. Another great hack is to get the pre-cut baking paper circles. I got this one from Cakes Around Town, but this is an 8-inch cake tin, and the tin that I'm using today is a 6-inch. So I am going to have to cut circles. Normally I would buy the pre-cut ones, but I just don't happen to have any today. So I'll show you how I can cut the circles for my cake tins. So I just turn it over. I get a piece of baking paper that fits over the base of the tin, and then I just fold it up into quadrants and into like a little slice of pie, like that. And then I roughly place the point in the center and work out where I would need to cut, and just make a little circle, check that it's about the right size. See, it's still too big, so I'll fold it up and cut a bit more off. Usually when I'm doing this I think, oh my god, it looks tiny, but once you unfold it, it's usually bigger than you need it to be. So let's see how that goes. So you can just check on the inside, and that fits perfectly, so that's fine. I'll do my other one now. So I've got 2 tins here. So process again, and this time I'll just use my other one to work out where to cut to, so I know exactly how big I need to make it. Alright, so I've got my 2 baking paper circles now. To stick the baking paper to the tins, I use just spray canola oil, and then I spray the inside of the tin. Just a hint when you're doing this, do it over your sink, otherwise it can make your bench and your floor slippery. So I just give mine a quick spray. It doesn't have to be really thick or fully covered or anything like that, because it's just to hold the baking paper in place. Do that for both my tins. Now I'll measure out my short baking paper for the outside. I usually just measure it around the outside of the tin and then cut it. Another one. Right. So the first thing I do is pop my base in both, and then that spray will just hold the baking paper in place. Both done. And then pop your baking paper in. So basically, because it's on a roll, it will curl up. So I just sit it in and then coax it around the edge like that. And then what I do is, to stop this loose end flapping, I peel back that edge, flatten that one down, and then the canola oil will make it stick. So I'll show you that again. Pull that one back and then stick it down. And if you find that it's still not quite sticking down, you can just use a little bit of extra spray to hold it in place like that. And that's it, my baking tins are ready to go.